Eric, I have a question for you. Okay, my buddy, he works out every day. Says he used to be a trainer certified. His body looks exactly the same as mine, like the day before I go to the gym. Like he just kind of has just like a dad bod. Doesn't look shredded. I see him eating huge meal prep meals. Like
he's prepping meals.
Yeah, he works out every day at the gym for like hours every night. Like, why does he look exactly the same?
It's a good question, man. We're going to make a lot of people hold that mirror up that we always talk about. I've seen this for years. People that do the work, they go to the gym every day, and you got first and foremost, you got to give a lot of credit to people that show up to the gym every day. But their body doesn't represent how much consistency you're seeing in the work. And what you realize, and people that are in the know, they know, that's only a very small percentage of where the real work happens. You got to think, to master your physical appearance to the world and try to say, hey, how can I put myself in my highest and best use? This is not something that I can just go to the gym every day and win at. And again, I'll go even further. I've seen so many people tell me that all I do is eat clean, whole foods, healthy foods. I don't eat anything bad. And I look at them and I can literally see the bad decisions sort of pouring out of their pores. You can see the inflammation. You could see the poor decisions. And again, it doesn't mean it's not coming from a place of perfection. It's coming from a place of honesty. It's like, no, you're not healthy. You're lying. I had a guy yesterday told me, he goes, all I do is eat elk meat. Really? How many years you been eating all elk? That's all we ever eat, me and my wife. And just unhealthy as that comes. It just pours unhealthy. That's not all you eat. That's a lie. You're doing something wrong because you're absolutely unhealthy. So you see people that are always trying to tell you they're so healthy and they're not. Now, I'll show you what healthy looks like. My young 24-year-old client, Adam, who we're doing a podcast with, that guy has been eating carnivore for a year and has not even had one cheat meal in a year. And he literally is rock solid. A year transformed him of going all in on one thing. It took him a year. And you've seen him with his shirt off. He is absolutely jacked and lean. He's just lean. He's just tight as a snare drum and no love handles, flat stomach, full of abs. He's proportional. He's cut up. He's ripped, but he's really, really, really athletic. And he's lean and it's just muscle. That diet is a representation of his impulse control, of all the standards he set, and then the follow-up, and it showed up in his body. Again, that is an optimal body for what he wants, for what his goals are, for what going all in looks like. But if this person does this for a year, no matter who you are, what you look like, you will end up that way, unless you're one of these rare people that has some kind of immune disorder where you have all kinds of issues that you need prescriptions to sort of fix. At the end of the day, though, that is oftentimes a byproduct of a poor lifestyle and poor diet to have it anyway. I'm just trying to think of all the excuses people are going to give when I fight back on this, but you know who I'm talking about. I'm speaking to the basic person that says they're unhealthy, that goes to the gym all the time. You see them in there and they're clearly not healthy. Those two things are something that we're talking about. We're not talking about the rare instances here. So let me just say, it's not going to go to the gym that's going to truly transform you. Now that's good. It's a great first step. But the harsh truth is the gym, it's just that small percentage of the battle. Listen, abs, they're actually not even made in the gym. I've had abs almost my whole life. I don't even hardly do ab workouts. I barely do them. All my core is in my big, heavy compound movements. It's in the squats. It's in all the hard work. But that's not where they're made. Even that's not where they're made. They're made in the kitchen. And that is the hardest place for people to sort of hold this mirror up, is because you think we're fools. We know. And even if you allow yourself cheat meals, you can have a six pack, you can look great, you could be shredded. So what you realize, you must really be lying, because I eat cheat meals all the time because it's on my schedule and I don't look like that. At the end of the day, I don't think this is genetics. I've been around enough fitness people to know that if you do this right and you go all in, you are going to have the body that you want. So think about this. First of all, let me just say, I respect the hell, regardless, out of anybody that shows up to the gym and puts in the work, because at the end of the day, that's where your mindset is cured. That's where you're proving yourself that you can do this. That's where there's a lot of value in that. Don't get me wrong. And it's not easy. It takes dedication, consistency, and heart. But the real truth is, if you're doing everything right and your body still doesn't reflect the work that you're doing in the gym, something ain't right. Okay? You better go fix it. Why would you do all that hard work and not have the result being the body you want? Hold the mirror up. Something ain't working. You've been going to the gym how long and you still look like that? Something's wrong, okay? Now, this is the path that's usually the hardest for people to admit. It's not what you're doing inside the gym, it's what you're doing outside the gym. I always start with impulse control. That's the name of the game. Most people who say they're healthy are not being fully honest with themselves. Yeah, they might work hard in the gym and they get there. They figured that part out. But they blow all that progress with poor choices in the kitchen, with the lack of sleep, of their stress control. They're failing to sort of manage all kinds of simple processes that may be contributing to poor habits outside of that. And they almost sort of cancel each other out. But the one thing that won't lie is your body. It tells the truth about you when your words don't. Okay, so never forget that. And I've heard it a million times. I eat so healthy. I do everything right. But here's the deal. If you were really, truly eating healthy, if you were truly disciplined in all these key areas of life, your body wouldn't show it. The fact is, it doesn't mean there's a gap somewhere that needs to be filled. It's usually just some small detail, some honest truth that you need to hold up, some simple impulse control and decision that you need to make more on a regular basis that will really start getting you different results. But the second you do something long enough and you see no results, you really got to look at your game plan. Because the one thing that's true is inflammation, the fat that hangs over your belt, the massive love handles, you're sluggish, you have no energy, you're always sleepy. You know, these are not signs of a healthy body. They're really signs of areas that need massive attention in your life. And most people, they just don't want to face these truths. So they think that if they just show up to the gym regularly enough, that's where they can sort of check the box that they're doing it, when really they're doing nothing. And again, the real work, again, it happens, 90% of it happens outside the gym. This is something that's easy to take. So understand. So if you want to take this to the next level, if you want to be in the best shape of your life, first of all, you got to stop lying to yourself. Hold up the mirror. You can't half-ass this process and expect any kind of quality results. You've got to look at every single decision you make, every piece of food you consume that you put in your mouth, and ask yourself, is this taking me closer to my dreams, to the version of me that I could be? Or is it pulling me away from them? Is it holding me back? Your body will always show the truth about you every time. It reflects your discipline, your choices, and your mindset. You can never forget this. And if you're going to be really, really honest with yourself, you'll see that the work that needs to be done is going to be less in the gym. It's going to be more in mastering your impulses outside of it. You can't hide from it. You've got to go all in every single day on this for the rest of your life.